All the way live. Get ready for America's #1 funny man. Funny man. What? Hey. All the way live. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
What up, party people? It's your boy, Rodney Perry. We are live the way we like to do it, the way we always do it every single day. Shouts out to the great Michael Collier. Popped in yesterday. Had a great chat with him. I'm excited. Real quick, start the show. I got a late night meal over there at Georgia State. I walk into this Chinese restaurant. It's open. That's the only redeeming quality. Went in, not a whole lot of people waiting. Made my order. It smelled atrocious in my car. So what? Scooped it up, took it home. Me, my mother-in-law, my daughter ate a little midnight snack. When I tell you by 3 o'clock in the morning, I was hurting. I boo-booed out everything. What's up, Craig Chapman? Lavinia, Valerie Holloway, Diane, how are you? Todd Gibbs is in the building. Mad love to Master Key Visions. My co-host will be joining me shortly. But man, toe my stomach up. And I generally got a cast iron stomach. I generally can eat whatever I want to eat, you know, and battle it off. Not last night. Oh, it was hurting. Anyway, upcoming shows. We're going to do a show about angels coming soon. I cannot wait to do this show. Super duper excited. Charnette Heiter in the building. Thank you for popping in, sis. If you ready, Kiva, come on camera. I don't know if you can hear me or not. There she goes. And in Kiva's defense, called her this morning. She said, hold on, baby. Let me get dressed. Let me get myself together. I don't know what Kiva got her phone at on the floor. I don't know what she's doing. But it's about to be fly. I hijacked Kiva from the Michael Collier show. I went on it the other day, man. I saw this young lady, fabulous comedian, and she was on the Michael Collier after show. And I was like, oh my God. I am aware of the hurricane, Craig. My daughter is in Florida. We're talking to her this morning. They may be, her Navy unit may be evacuating. So we are excited to have her home, period. Whenever you get situated, Kiva, just point at the camera. Let me know you're ready, and I'll bring you on. Praying for our family in Florida, absolutely. Yusuf is in the building from Texas. Shout out where you're from today, man. Where are you in the world? we're in that treacherous time of the treacherous time of the year, man, when the weather gets crazy and some of us still got to work and travel around the country. Yeah, absolutely, Lavinia. Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host for today, Miss Kiva D is in the building. What's up, Kiva?
Good morning. Good morning.
Hold on, Kiva. You done got too fly for me. You hear me?
I tried. I was looking for my makeup. I said, "Where my makeup at, man?" And I realized I don't wear makeup.
Wait a minute. Hey, you got a great fresh face, flat out, stupid funny, and you got you little wide at the bottom. It look like.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
I'm wide everywhere.
girl, you better stop it.
Naturally.
Now, Kiva, they tell me, they say, well, Kiva was married, but she lost her husband. You lost your husband to a special needs young lady?
Well, yeah, she had Down syndrome, and yeah, but it wasn't a that. I didn't. I. Let me tell you how that worked.
Okay.
Let me tell you how that worked. I tell when I tell my jokes, probably 98% of my material that's on that's on stage, 98% of it is true. So one day my little son, he had to be about maybe 2.5, came running and brought me his daddy phone. And so I looked down in the phone and I seen some, X-rated stuff. So I'm
Wow.
looking and I noticed it wasn't me. And I looked a little closer.
Wait, you noticed it wasn't you?
I noticed it wasn't me, and how I knew it wasn't me because she ain't had no backside, and then our eyes was real close together. So so but that didn't get me. I said this young lady got Down syndrome. But I knew I lost them when I saw all the slob coming out of her mouth. I said, oh yeah, because I'm dehydrated. I stay dehydrated, so I couldn't compete with the slob. So that's what happened.
Goodness gracious, man! Did it hurt your feelings?
It did, cause I knew that only way I could beat her if I had to get a IV machine next to my bed.
So out of control.
I can't compete with that kind of wet. I'm sorry. I need water right now.
Hey, stay hydrated. Dusty Lewis is in the building. Kiva, they say, hold on. Kiva stacked in the back. Beautiful queen, love the dress.
Thank you so much, Sharnetta. Thank you so
All
much.
right, Kiva, it's me and you. You my co-host for the day. We got another co-host coming in a few minutes. But let's talk about some of these topics going out there. Tekashi 6ix9ine is in the news. Tekashi 6ix9ine, get this. This fool go to Russia and says, F Brittany Griner. The WNBA players over there locked up, and this dude says F Brittany Griner. What's wrong with this doggone fool, Kiva?
I think what's wrong with him, they didn't make an example out of his little rainbow bright butt from the beginning. You understand? My Little Pony stunt double. They should have, he got too much to say, and ain't nobody spank his butt. See, I'm old school. I'm 49, and I did time in a joint. And yeah, I did time. Most of my material is based around that too. But yeah, I don't know, these dudes, the snitching and style back in my day, man. You get a lot of you be example for sure. Your mama have somewhere to go next Saturday. That's for sure.
Snitches definitely get stitches. Kiva D is my co-host for the day. My name is Rodney Perry. You tune in to Rodney Perry Live. Kanye West is in the news. First of all, Kiva, Kanye had some bedazzled flip-flops with socks on. But that ain't what we talking about. 10 years ago.
Same flip-flop. I had them same flip-flops in jail.
Did you? Kiva, Kanye, Kanye told Sway that he didn't have all the answers. Turns out, 10 years later, Kanye like, man, maybe Sway did have the answers. He said it publicly. Sway, you do have all the answers. Kanye West not afraid to tell the truth a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Good dude.
That's my guy. I like Kanye. I'm gonna tell you, I relate to Kanye a lot. We both got mental stuff going on. So I was diagnosed with complex post traumatic stress disorder.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was, but after I got separated, all the symptoms left. So I think it was him.
It was him.
I had no depressed moment since then.
You know what, Kiva? What's amazing is you was able to get through that, man, and we so proud of you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
As I learn more of your story, man, I'm just a friend and a fan, man. Okay.
Hey, listen, what I learned, you gotta turn that stuff. You gotta find some joy in everything. You know what I mean? And that's me. You could put me anywhere. I'm gonna find a way to laugh about it. That's for sure. But yeah, that's some shower slides right there, Rodney.
That's them shower joints right there.
Hey, now that triggered me right there. Now
don't get triggered. Don't jump on them yet.
Yeah, them slides triggered me. Matter of fact, I felt like I was under attack yesterday. I had cooked some oxtails and some lima beans and yellow rice and candy yam. And my teenage
hold on, stop right there, Kiva. You cook like that too?
Oh man, listen, I don't get this backside and these hips and back arms for not knowing how to cook, man. My mama from Mississippi, man.
Hold on, Kiva. Did you just say back arms?
Well, I used to have them. I had got them cut off when I had my stomach cut off when I reunited with my.
Take all of it. You say take it all off.
Take it all off, please. I got tired of waving and still were waving after my arm stopped.
OMG. Welcome. My second co-host is locked in. Her lighting is perfect. She is looking extra beautiful today. Now, she a little bit of a lesbian, Kiva, so watch yourself.
Oh, come on. I'm used to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the show, Hershey, the entertainer. What's up, Hershey?
Hi, y'all. Hey, good morning.
Hey, Hershey.
Thank you. You're cute too, girl. I want some of that food.
All right. Let's go, ladies. Jordan Woods. So we did the story yesterday. Karl Anthony Towns, NBA player. His girlfriend is named. I'm hearing the feedback a little bit. How about this? Just mute yourself. Oh, it was you, Hershey. Yeah, it was you. Okay. So Karl Anthony Towns, NBA player. His girlfriend's name is Jordan Woods. So Jordan Woods, he bought her for her birthday, her 25th birthday. He bought her 2 businesses. He gave her the money for her to start 2 businesses. But that's not the story today. Today, Jordan Woods, for her birthday, took a nude photo shoot. What, ladies, would you do this? Hershey.
Of course I would. Of course I would. Of course.
Especially when you're 25, though, right?
Yeah, her body looks a lot better than mine did at 25.
You know what? Kiva D.
I have to say I would not. Reason why, it looked like my backside went in a bumping car. So unless they got to have a hellified airbrush for me to do it. But yeah, they get all that wear and tear for that. Yeah, I do it. So no, at my age.
I mean, not taking nothing from her, but I'm sure she got a little airbrush. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
She's a good-looking woman, though. Well done.
Of course she got airbrush, but I'm gonna tell you something. If your body still look like that, you should definitely show it.
Yeah.
All right. Next story. Michael Jordan's son is dating Scottie Pippen's ex.
Wait, what?
Kiva, is that not breaking the man code, Kiva?
Well, it ain't no such thing code these days, man. That's first and foremost. And secondly, how old is this lady?
I mean, but that's a great question, Kiva. Because if you date a young woman, she can get scooped up by a son.
Yeah, if you date an old woman, she could get scooped up by your son, especially this one. Yeah, me. I don't want nothing old but money, Rodney.
Kiva.
Hey man, I'm just being honest, man. The old man like to wake you up, talking about let's go fishing, 5 o'clock in the morning. I ain't with that. I be sleep, man. Hell, you
Wait a
going
minute,
fishing?
Kiva. How young is young, Kiva?
Put it like this: every time I go do my comedy on stage, and the women don't clap for me, and I tell them, I say, listen, y'all ladies, y'all could clap for me. I don't want your man. You don't want him. I say, I don't want nobody that could get in here. So
Kiva D is a certified fool. She said, if you can get in the club, you ain't got no. Don't worry about her.
yeah.
So Kiva said she ain't no cougar, she a saber tooth.
No, I'm a jaguar.
Wow.
Hey, I said cougars pay bill. Jaguars ain't got nothing for you, but you know, as soon as I'm done, don't even call me. I said one of them called me talking about I made it home. I said, man, who is this? I just left there.
Who is this? Hershey, check this story out. Of course, Ime Udoka is in the news. Adam Levine is in the news for infidelity. They asked Shaquille O'Neal what he thought. Shaquille said, I can't say nothing. I'm a serial cheater myself.
Let me tell you something. I love Shaq. Shaq is like one of the realest. Him and Charles Barkley, they like some of the realest people. Shaq is real. Like, don't ask me. I am not couple goals at all. Like, don't ask me.
Now, Hershey, can Shaq get it?
Nah.
I mean, on your day off, on your
my get break. Nah. I feel like Shaq and I would be like homies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think like we'll be really good friends. But first of all, if Shaq is that big, I imagine, and I could be wrong, I imagine his down there is big, and this is good lesbian stuff, so it's too tight for that. So
I don't know nothing about the man's penis. Kiva D.
Yes, sir.
Shaquille O'Neal, man. Can he get it?
He cannot. I'm gonna say why. Shaq look like he'll give you a hysterectomy without you asking for it. So I have to, I wanna die with all my stuff intact. That's it.
that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's almost like a foot, like an arm, like yeah, nah.
Oh God. All right. Michael Rainey Jr., the young man from Power, 22nd, 22. He's 22 years old. Can you believe that?
Is he?
22 years old now.
Crazy.
He finally showed the picture of him and his girlfriend.
Come on, team, dark skin.
Oh, I thought Dwayne Wade daughter. I mean, let me stop.
Hey, I love this picture because they look like kids, man. He's 22 years old. And a beautiful little young girl, man. Shouts out to my man Michael Rainey Jr. Big up, bro.
What? You didn't say yes to what?
I'm not about to do this. Did y'all see this story? This gonna hit you, Kiva, from down south. Boosie Badass tells Tiffany Haddish, I know you ain't got no money, but I'll give you some money if you do a movie with me. Should Tiffany do a movie with Boosie Badass?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
that'll be funny, right?
I don't know. They both controversial as hell right now. I don't know.
That's a win-win situation all the way around the boy. What he ain't gonna do is be talking about doing nothing to no little kids. So she's safe with him if nothing else.
At the very least.
No, I beg to differ because I don't know if y'all remember, Boosie announced that he had his son get oral sex from an older lady, and he was like 12.
Oh yeah.
Well, first of all, hold on, Hershey. Mr. Boosie is a good father.
Yeah, especially if he got him some, you know, he just kind of.
I don't agree. I feel like when it comes to guys, it's different. It's a different standard. Had that been a 12-year-old daughter, it would have been, oh, that's not an order, but because it's a 12-year-old son, it's acceptable. It's not acceptable either way. That's my opinion.
That's fair. I'm not mad at that. Hey, y'all, my name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. My co-host for the day, Miss Kiva D, out of Florida, but coming from the SIP, and also Miss Hershey, the entertainer. Ladies, I gotta ask y'all this. Now, Kiva, you kind of talked about it a little bit earlier, but there's a new thing I just became aware of. It's not nothing to do with oral sex. People are spitting on each other, like in each other's mouth. Have you seen this? Do you know about this?
I've heard about it before. I didn't know that it had, you know, they brought it back up. But somebody tried me like that one time, and man, look here, after I finished licking the ground to try to get that shit out my mouth, I beat him like he stole God's supper, man. You don't do that.
Vita said that's old. Hershey, I mean, can your significant other spit on you?
Hell no. I'm a Virgo and I believe in nasty stuff, but some stuff we gonna draw the line on. You spit on me, you're about to lose your life.
Lose your life?
You're gonna lose your life. It's disrespectful. First of all, nothing about that is sexy. Open up your mouth, let me spit it. I will punch your face off. No.
Hold on, Hershey. You ain't gonna let it just happen spontaneously. You can't stop it.
No. If it happens spontaneously, I can't stop it. Somebody's going to go to ER, and it's not going to be me.
Hey, well, we used to call it the almost ain't make it center. That's trauma.
I'm not about to do this.
But Rodney, I want to say to you, because what you're not gonna do is be like, yeah, you keep it from Florida from the city. What you gonna do is put some respect on my Detroit, okay?
Mad love, mad respect. I may be taking Detroit for New Year's Eve too, so I'll be letting you know.
Take me with you.
All right, let's see. So y'all really, I ain't never thought about spitting on nobody. I'm gonna need 20 on my books. Oh God, Vita says she's gonna need 20.
And you know what?
Hey, vet, you did right.
I just did a lot of freaky stuff. Like I almost died a little bit during sex. You gotta die a little bit. You gotta die a little bit, right? But they do CPR, so they brought me back.
So you will let somebody kill you and not spit on you?
Yeah, I mean, if she dies, she dies, you know?
All right. Next question, ladies. Would you relocate for your man or woman?
I done did that already a couple of times.
Same.
The last stop was he moved me to Tyrone, Georgia, and all I saw was Confederate flags, and it said you are entering the town of Tyrone. It wasn't even a city. And he moved my black. He hit me like drug money. I said I can get back home, man. This ain't it, boss.
So what happened, Kiva? Were you just in love?
Man, I went to prison with that dude. I was stupid. Straight stupid. Straight jackass, okay? But, you know, good stick make you do that, you know?
Yes, ma'am. Hershey, are women more likely to move for their significant other or women? Are men or women more likely to move?
I feel like women ultimately take that sacrifice more. But yeah, I've done it too. It has pros and cons. I'll just say that.
What you mean?
Well, the first time I left Detroit with my ex is because she was like a drug queen pin and she had got into some shit. and and I almost got into some shit. So I was sitting on vacant houses, picking up the dope and all kind of stuff. But anyways, that was my other life.
Who are you?
Listen, allegedly.
That's my girl. Hey, Hershey, we gotta link up after this show.
We definitely
got some stuff to talk about.
y'all both is on the run from the police.
Actively.
You gotta say allegedly.
But how about this though, lady?
I did my time. So mine, I did that. Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
But the beautiful part is y'all came out on the other side of it, man. And that's the blessing right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, Kiva D, you don't make no bones about it. You had a little work done. After you had the work done, you snatched. You was already a pretty girl. Do you get more attention, or is it the same attention you get?
So for the record, let's clear this up. I knew her since she had work done. No, I had reunited with my best friend down there. So the only thing I did was have my stomach done because I took off my fupa, which was a bad thing to do. Ladies, don't bother that fupa. Leave that fupa there.
Wait, hold on. What happened? What you so you ain't getting no breasts, you ain't get your butt done. You just you got your stomach flattened.
Yeah, that's it.
And you say that was a bad idea.
It was a bad idea because when that fupa left, it's like my seasoning left. And my shit bland. Excuse me.
I say that all the time.
It's a special seasoning down. I don't know what the fupa was like.
It's like lamb chop.
The fupa is a protective covering. I heard a comedian say one time as her OtterBox. You know what I mean? And I didn't know what she meant.
OtterBox like a phone cover?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I heard a comedian say that before, and I felt that because my OtterBox left, and now it's like everything just bland. I like a Martha Stewart cooking down there. So.
Wow.
So, I'm definitely getting my fupa removed, right? But I tell people all the time, if your man don't want to lift it and work for it, he don't deserve it. Is what I'm saying. Because this is good marinade. It's marinade.
Speaking of fupa's gone, Ari Fletcher, who I had a chance to work with, because we did Wildin' Out together. Ari Fletcher is in the news. She's talking about her baby father. She's had struggles with pregnancy, and most recently, she had a miscarriage. See if you can find that picture with me and Ari, Candy. Ari Fletcher, a beautiful young lady. She was fun. She was funny. And that's her right there. But she is in the news. She's talking about her baby, a pregnancy. I want to pose this question to you two ladies, though. I'm a father. I got 5 girls. Would you rather your daughter date a young broke guy or an older guy with money? Kiva laughing. Go ahead, Kiva. You on mute. This your baby now. This ain't nobody else.
Well, I got 2 daughters, right? I got 6 children in total, y'all. Aging from
me too. I got 6 with you.
I got,
I said I got 6 with you.
I have 6, and my oldest 2 are girls. The oldest one she's married, and the second one she with Hershey now.
She with Hershey now?
Yeah, the pancake committee. You know what I'm saying? So you can get your own money. But what was the other one if you want a broke one?
So here's the question. Would you rather your daughter date a young broke man or an older dude with money?
I'm gonna have to go with the older dude with money, cause she gonna learn something, if nothing else, or how to get the bag and keep it. You know what I'm saying? Then once she get where she need to go, she can grab her young one up. That's it.
I'm not mad at you. Hershey, same question.
That's hard to do. Oh, that's hard. I would say if she was dating a younger man with money, she gonna stay in your pocket, which don't work for me. But then if he was dating an older guy, I will always be like, are you grooming and what is it that you want from my child? So that's hard. I would say the younger guy without money, I would just encourage her to help him get money, and help him. But the older guy, I've been there, done that, and I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
All right, ladies, let's do this. Let's take a little break. We're going to come back with my first guest for the day, man. My co-hosts are on fire. Kiva D is in the building.
Hey.
Fresh face and everything. Body in order. Let's not forget a woman of 1,000 looks. I don't never know what she's going to look like, but she's always beautiful. Hershey the Entertainer is in the building. We're going to take a break. We come back. We're going to talk to my man. He's a vocalist. Anthony Hamilton and took this man under his wing, and he's taking his career to the next level. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. We'll be right back.
After the accident,
I was stuck paying all these medical bills.
The Witherspoon Law Group understands that you didn't deserve what happened to you, but you do deserve justice.
They weren't just there for me, they fought for me.
I care about what my clients are going through. We are in the fight of their lives.
We don't just fight for you, we fight with you and make sure you get the compensation you deserve.
And that's why we do what we do. And what we do is win.
Call 844-WE-WIN-44.
Want your book or music to be published? Skip the confusion and rejections from others. Let BePublished.org publish and promote your work for less. Want your book or music to be published? Skip the confusion and rejections from others. Let BePublished.org publish and promote your work for less. BePublished.org handles it all, from cover design to worldwide distribution, with high quality and fast turnaround. You even keep rights and royalties.
Everything was perfect. You made my dream come true. My book and CD look so good.
Call 972-880-8316 now. BePublished.org. 972-880-8316.
We are back in full effect. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. My next guest had the pleasure of meeting this man on the red carpet of the Urbans. We got to shake hands, but we didn't get to know each other. So I reached out to my homegirl, Naomi. I said, I want to talk to Joshua. The boy got talent. He's not only acting, but he's got a record on the soundtrack of the Urbans. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Sunglasses in the morning. Joshua Hines. How are you, Joshua?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, world? What's going on? What's happening?
Hey, man. Dude, such a pleasure to have you on, man.
Man,
and,
the honor.
I'm always looking for a kind spirit, man.
Yes, sir.
You just got that vibe. You got that energy, man.
Yes,
How
sir.
did you hook up with Anthony Hamilton, my favorite artist?
Okay, so just a little history. I've been putting in the work for a very long time, Mr. Perry, about 10 years to be exact, probably a little bit more than that. But me and Anthony been knowing each other in passing, just in the Charlotte area for a while. And, he was just watching me grow. And I just kept putting the work. A lot of people passed on me, opportunities passed on me. And finally, I put a song out in 2019 that changed my life. And, he kept watching, he kept, monitoring, seeing the work I was putting in the area locally. And, we finally came together and he reached out to me and we put a situation together that still didn't come together right away. We took all 2021 to kind of put some stuff together for us a business. And then finally, top of this year, we made it official. And that's where we're at today.
Hey, Hines, man, I think it's so dope. And speak to the fact that it felt like people was passing you, and then you are where you are now. Like, is there a sense of like is there a sense of y'all don't see me now? Y'all didn't see me then, but you see me now.
A little bit, because I always kind of play. I always feel like I had a chip on my shoulder. You know, just being a sports guy. You know, I just always felt like the underdog in a certain situations, or maybe a lot of people wasn't understanding my message at a time when I was trying to present it. But even still, with the situation, I still feel like they still ain't woke yet. You know, it's still a lot of more work to do. It's a lot of more things to accomplish, and I think before it's all said and done, the reception of what we're getting ready to do will be well perceived. So, you know, I just look forward to that. I focus on that.
Hey, what do you know now that you didn't know then?
What I know now is patience and timing. I think that's what my journey has taught me. Just to this point, timing is everything. You know, you can get a situation, but is it the right situation? You can link up with certain people, but is it the right people that, you know, represent what you stand for and what you stand on? And I think through my patience and that timing, I was able to attach myself to a person that's very, very like-minded as myself. And you know, we want to restore that real genuine love again, you know. So, you know, being that from an older generation to a younger generation, you know, I was one of those guys that always just look for guidance and wisdom from the older people and the older OGs and the people before me. And I'm happy to say I found that through Mr. Anthony Hamilton.
Wow, man. I know it's taboo to ask a singer to sing in the morning, man. But can you give us a little taste?
A little something. I'll get a little something. All right. So this song is called Fireflies. It's a single that I put out 2019. I'll give you a little bit. I know you see fireflies, fireflies. Let them light your way. It's a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yo, Hines. Let me tell you something, Hines. Hines. You ain't no, dude. You got my little. Hold on. Let me bring my co-host in here. Let me get my co-host Hershey.
Ooh, hey, Hershey. Hey, Hershey, Hershey. He about to make you change your mind, huh?
You almost Hershey come back.
You know, I take my gay break every leap year, so it's one coming. So
that's funny for me. Oh, yeah, that's just a little bit, but now we can give y'all a full thing, a live thing. We for real about it. You know, I think Anthony wouldn't have put a cosign on somebody that's not able to do both very well, and I'm one of those people.
Hey, let me tell you something, Joshua.
Yes, sir.
When you say Anthony Hamilton, that already give you a certain pedigree.
Yes, sir.
But then you hear your voice and you like, Joshua Hines is that dude.
Yeah, that's right.
So tell me this, Joshua.
Yes, sir.
Josh and I gonna do a duet.
Let's do it. I'm with it. I'm with all that.
Tell me this, Joshua. You know, like you say, you writing songs, you creating. You know, you cold.
Yes, sir.
And people just not knowing.
Yeah, it's not enough.
What's it like now that people are beginning to know, man?
Say that one more time.
What's it like now that people are beginning to know?
It's cool. I'm excited. You know, I look at it like this. I used to like wonder why, but like I said, it all had to do with timing. It was like a lot of confidence and a lot of things I had to build up to this moment to just be, you know, prepared for any platform or anything I step foot on. So I love it. I can't wait to see it when, you know, I finally have a fan base. I finally have all the working intangibles to compete with some of these guys that we've been listening to for a while. And you know, my gears are turning. So, you know, I'm one of those people. I'm not a talker. I'm more of a shower.
Yeah.
A doer. So I'm excited. I take everything. I take the little, I take the in between, I take the big, and I just kind of, you know, put it all together. And I'm excited.
Yo, his name is Joshua Hines. Joshua, you see Miss Kiva D over there, thick as all get out.
I know that. I know that's right. I see the shades popping this morning. Yeah.
They done got fired. Hershey that threw her shades on.
Yeah.
I'm about to throw this at you now. You ain't got to do this.
Okay.
But I know brother Hamilton got sister Big Bones. Keep it going, stand up. Let Joshua see what you're doing over there.
Oh, Lord. Whole lot of woman right there. Yes, Lord.
So listen, I had the pleasure of meeting Anthony Hamilton. My husband and Rick Ross are best friends. Correct.
Okay.
So we were at a party at Ross' house, and my husband and I were pretty much dressed alike, and we stole the show that night. And he came over there. He said, "I got to get a picture with y'all." That's a good dude, man, Anthony Hamilton. So God bless you, brother.
Thank you.
I'ma definitely follow you. Definitely had me with chills. It's just my arm's so fat, and I had to work down. So I felt the chills trying to come through, but they were struggling. But yeah,
a little bit. Like I said, I look forward to these platforms to start performing and things like that. But while I got you all on, we actually dropped the first single off of my Music Box label. And it's called 1942. You can type in so it's under my artist name JX Hines. So that's JXHINES. And yeah, we just released the first single on the 16th off of the label. So it's the first ever launch through my Music Box through Mr. Anthony Hamilton. So y'all please go check that out. It's called 1942. It's a celebration of life. It's a very, very dope, solid single. If you're celebrating a birthday, no matter. It's one of those records, and I think it's something that's going to cut through for myself and Mr. Hamilton. And yeah, we ready to compete.
I love that. So you pronounce it JX Hines.
Yes, sir.
Break that down to me. What does that mean?
That's my name. Just my first name Joshua and last name Hines, and I just shortened it. Just put the J in front of it. The X is silent, like the G in lasagna.
I love it.
And Hines is just my last name. So, everything is true to self. Nothing you crazy behind it. No character. I'm me.
I love it, Joshua, man. JX Hines is in the building.
Yes,
man.
Sir.
I feel like I felt when I first saw Anthony Hamilton.
That's love.
Like, man. I feel like, wow, I just got a chance to see a star before everybody knows.
Man.
And it's a beautiful time, man. What do you want?
What do I want when it's all said and done?
However you want to answer.
For me and my generation, I want healing. I want love, and I know everybody's talking about it, but I feel like a lot of it is a little cliche because I think everybody's using that word lightly because it's a weight of vulnerability, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if everybody's intentions on why they're speaking on love lately is real or true, but that ain't for me to try to figure out. But just for me to be a catalyst in this generation to show, young Black men that look like myself and that we can love, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody too hard. We're not gangster. Like, that's getting old. I sat back for the last few years and I'm just watching our generation of men just wipe out. And I'm just like, like I dare to be different. And when it's all said, when it's all said and done, I want people to say, speak on my legacy that, that guy came in during a time and he changed everybody's perspective on how to love one another, how to love yourself, how to love, just better love one another and love yourself. And I think I'm here to, just to heal and restore. I'm not here to tear down, not even my Black queens or my women. I'm just here to restore. So, when it's all said and done, I want to be a reflection of the same man I linked up and did business with.
So. Wow, ladies, do you have anything for Joshua before we let him go?
Yes, I got a first question. Joshua, okay. You 80s baby?
Say that one more time.
You an 80s baby?
I'm an early 90s baby, so
you almost made it. You giving me 80s vibes. I like the way you talk, but I did want to, huh?
I'm trading that.
You right there. I do want to know, like, where's your next upcoming performances?
Right now, I'm in getting ready to drop my album. We was gonna debut it this year, but I think we're gonna hold off to the top of the year. So right now, a lot of my performances just been like, a couple spot dates. We're just kind of trying to get everything together for the album. But you guys, 2023, I mean, a lot. I've already done shows and stuff leading up, but it's like a lot of spot dates that just haven't been our focus right now. Our focus has been trying to put the best debut album together that the world has heard in a long time. And once we put that out top of the year, yeah, y'all gonna see so much of me. So I look forward to ripping down, tearing down any stage or any, thing that I'm a part of.
I'm telling you, me and you gonna work together. You hit me up, our right hand sing. I might have some music for you.
I'm with it.
Hold on, wait a minute.
You gotta follow me now, and I'm one of those people. I want to work with everybody that want to. So,
yeah.
Hold on, Joshua. We got to give her audition in.
Rodney, you know I know how to sing.
I don't know.
Hold on. Hershey sing like a dope artist from North Carolina.
Okay, I'm with it. Let's work.
Hershey, let's hear it.
Am I doing her or am I doing me?
do her and then do you.
Okay, so I scribble action notes on my notebook.
Okay.
Checking how my nails and my hair look. I find myself in the zone. I got boys, so I wrote me a song.
Hey, talented comedian. But real deal, Hershey. Give me some you.
Okay. Oh, yeah, only you knew how much I do.
Okay.
I do love you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't carry a tune in the bucket, so I just tell jokes. But I wanted to know, you got any upcoming performances, or did I miss that?
Well, I was explaining. Right now, everything I got geared towards, just performance wise. So where you guys are gonna see a lot of me is we're gearing up for 2023. So right now, we're just doing. I'm doing like little spot dates here and there, but we're just pushing a single, working a single. Building the awareness through just things like this, platforms like with Mr. Perry and more things like that to come for the rest of the year. But top of the year, you guys gonna see a whole lot of me. So definitely put everybody on early. Like we the kids that's at the party early. Like everybody think we not cool, but we cool because we know who all the important people is, and by the time the masses get there, it's too late. It's too late. It's already where it's supposed to be.
Too late. It is definitely too late. Joshua Hines, JX Hines in the building. Any relation to some of those great Hines?
I you know what? My granddaddy was a Rolling Stone, so I can't put nothing past that. Hey, anybody with the last name of mine, whether we family or not, we family. So
I love it, man.
I
love it, sir.
Like that. So yes, sir. I'm just gonna claim them.
Man, you know what? I count you as a friend, and I am an absolute fan, man. And what's really interesting is like once the women come on board, everybody else just follow. Cause these two ladies immediately was like, "Where are you gonna be? I want to stand there and sit there and watch you perform." Are you a family man?
Yes, sir. I grew up in the church. Mom and dad still together 40 plus years. I come from a whole list of singers, man. I'm not even the best one in my family. My father's actually he's a beast. But it's I'm a big family guy. It's 8 of us. I'm the 7th one. And no kids yet. I'm holding out. But regardless of it, I love my brothers. I love my sisters. I love even the people I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina, that became extended family. So, I just love, man. That's why I protect it so much, because I got a big heart, and you just can't share that with everybody.
All right, last question, Mr. Joshua Hines.
Yes, sir.
When your birthday?
August 12th. I'm a Leo baby.
I was about to say you was almost a Virgo.
I was about to say he almost made it, Rodney. He almost made it.
Oh, but I like that regalness of you. I like that Leo. I like the king of the jungle. Good stuff, bro. I love it.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all so much. Like I said, I know this ain't the first, this ain't the last. I look forward to growing with each one of y'all, you know, and I look forward to y'all seeing, you know, looking out the corner, seeing y'all at the shows and watching this thing grow grassroots. Because I'm telling y'all, this is a once in a generation type of thing that we're getting ready to do.
Is that your hashtag, making it cool to love again?
Yes, sir.
I love that, dude.
I love that so much.
Thank you. And that's really what I stand for. That's who I am. It's no, like I said, it's no gimmick. It's no, let me just capitalize on what. No, I come from that. I am love. I come from it. And that's what I look forward to spreading through my message and my music.
Yo, you can catch his music. You can listen to some of it right now on Spotify. Fireflies is on there.
Watch the videos too, you guys. I write all my treatments. I write all my music. I don't have no writers. I don't sit with people. Everything is 100% myself. But go watch the videos. Like I want, because I really want to break into the film world. So I think you all as actors and comedians and
yes, sir,
done it for so long. If you could take the time out and just type in JXHINES on YouTube and just watch the videos that complement the lyric and the vocals, and I think you guys will see why I'm making the statements that I'm making. And
hey, consider that done. Me and Keith about to go watch it.
Yeah, please do. And like I said, Scream 1942. Shout out to my music box. Shout out to Mr. Anthony Hamilton. And like I said, y'all guys, this is the beginning of something very special, and it's a lot to come from me. Lord's will.
Man, hey, again, the man.
I love him.
Is in the building. Man, love, respect. Let's go over to YouTube right now.
Do that.
Take a little break. Go check out some of JX Hines' music, man. Hey, we'll be right back in a few minutes, man. I love you, brother. Thank you for coming on.
Barry, thank y'all.
Nice meeting you.
All right.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
We are back in full effect. Big ups to JX Hines. What a great chat. Bring my co-host back on here, Kiva D, Hershey the Entertainer. Hey, was he not dope or what, Kiva?
Yeah, he was. He was definitely dope. I love the brother. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, especially Fireflies. I just went and looked it up. It's on Spotify, so I'm be listening to that later on.
Good stuff. Kiva D, when can we see you again? I know you be booking shows. I think you about to work with my brother man.
Yeah, I'm working with man October the 15th, if I'm not mistaken. I have a show tomorrow night. That's if that hurricane don't come. But I got a show tomorrow night. We do a Kingdom comedy, so it'll be myself with comedian Larry Dog. I don't know if
I love Larry Dog. That's my man.
Yeah, Larry. Me and Larry from the same neighborhood. And
now, let me ask you this, Kiva. You are in Florida. Are they talking about evacuating? Because my daughter's in Jacksonville. They talking about them getting out of there.
They ain't saying nothing about evacuating, but shit, I ain't got enough gas to go nowhere, so I'll be serious.
What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you, Kiva D?
Hey, listen, man.
Kiva D said, I want to leave, but shit.
I wasn't ready. Hey, God know my heart. Oh, look.
Gas is high.
Can't just say gas is high. It sure lives, man. Shit.
I had a question for Kiva.
Okay, go ahead.
So, Kiva, when you had got up, I was wondering if you ever want to take a straight break for research purposes. Just
But now,
when you got up, I was wondering if you wanted to take a straight break for research purposes.
hey, at my age, I'm on all kind of breaks. You hear me? I tell you whatever come. When you get this age right here, you can't turn nothing down but your
Let me know for research purposes. We can talk about it.
Kiva, don't you let Hershey drag you over there.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, Rodney. When I went away for a little while and I seen them girls in there, they come in there married, and about a week later they done tied their shirt up in the knot. They done went and melted crayons trying to fix their face up. I said, well, what you getting ready for? Ain't no more women in here. Hey, they be gay for the stay,
Gay
for the that's the one. I say gay for the stay. Or I call them barsexuals. The barsexuals is the ones that get drunk and get gay. And then when they sober up, they straight again. Those barsexuals.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I ain't do enough time to test the waters in there. No. Yeah, I wasn't in there that long,
Hey, all jokes aside, Kiva, man, you've been telling your story. Your story is awesome. You working with Les Brown, man. Tell me about that.
Well, I will be November 11th. I'll be with Les Brown down here in North Miami. So when I come back on here, I have a story for you with Les Brown. But I'm excited about it because if nothing else, I learned how to monetize my story, and so I'll be doing the comedic part of that event. But I'm definitely gonna shadow him and learn all I can. I need that kind of money and wisdom.
Oh yeah, and his daughter was instrumental in helping Country Wayne become Country Wayne.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, his daughter, she told Country Wayne, first of all, stay clean,
Yeah.
and go out there and do it. She gave him the ABCs, the 1, 2, 3s of who Country Wayne is right now. So big ups to Les Brown and the Les Brown family, man, in business. It's a great business, I think.
Yeah, and he's from Liberty City as well, and that's where I'm from. So, like I say, I can't wait to meet him and get up under his teachings and learn what I can. I need to get it.
Wow. Hey, I noticed I went on your Instagram page and watched you perform. You're not afraid to be pretty. You're not afraid to be sexy. There's a conventional wisdom in black comedy that black women don't get to be good looking. But you shattered that. Talk to me about that.
It's funny because I took a couple years off. I started in 2015. Matter of fact, in Jacksonville, Rodney, I started with a guy called named Shay Clemens, and
I know Shay.
Yeah, Shay is the first person that showed me love and put me on his shows. But he also talked to me, say, "Sis, you," because me, I'm more like a freestyle comedian. And he was like, "Everybody ain't heard your jokes and stuff like that." So I was learning the business. I mean, not the business part of it. I was learning how to tell my story on stage. But then I started running into recently I started running into where guys will call me and act like they want to book me, and then they'd be like, can I take you on a date type stuff? And so it's like I'm still dealing with that. I'm still dealing with it's hard for a woman in comedy, especially when you like this right here, because like I said, you got to question with people, but once they hear me open my mouth, and they kind of know. And I think I scare away people because I go so hard. You know what I mean? I laugh, but I'm real like I'm kind of a time bomb too. So even if they got it on their mind, they get it off right quick. And that's what allowed me to do what I can do on stage. I be sexy, but at the same time, I laugh about it. But this body also got me in trouble as a young girl coming up with old men and molestation and stuff like that. So that's where my my 501c3 and all of that stuff come in with me meeting Les Brown and all of that. Where I could tell my story. Yeah, it's okay to be like this, but it's stuff that come with it. So
wow.
I hope I answered your question.
No, you absolutely did, man. It's very hard for our female counterparts to do comedy, and if you do like happen to be a good looking woman, like you said, it comes with other things that people don't know is on the table, and definitely you're dealing with that, and I'm so glad you're telling your story. Hershey, have you had to deal with the same thing?
All the time. I've been doing comedy a long time. And I learned quickly. A lot of times people rather look at you before they hear you and know what your talent is. Um, and then like Kiva said, you'll go to a place expecting the promoter to be right. And obviously, it's always some extra with it. It is extremely hard to be a female in comedy. Um, I've had a lot of different experiences. I had one comedian that I actually looked up to. This is when I first started I started in 2009, so this was like 2010. We were supposed to be right, and I went to his house. He was like, "I'll be right back," came out with his penis out. This is a true story.
Oh.
So I've had a lot of different sexual harassment experiences. I had one other comedian who took me on the road. We was doing a couple of shows, and I guess
say that story. Say that story. We're going to the top of the hour. We'll be right back. My name is Rodney Perry. We tuned in Rodney Perry. Hershey dishing the tea.
Yeah,
let's go.
Dish.
We'll be right back. I said we'll be right back, Candy. Candy done quit. Where you at, Candy? Take me to the top of the hour, baby.
Rodney Perry. All the way live. Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
We're back in full effect. It's your boy Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. It is going down the way it always does every single day. First of all, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you to my first guest, man. He came through and killed it. JX Hines is in the building. Go to his YouTube page. Watch the videos. He's conceptualizing it. He's doing it. His Thug Thizzle. Welcome. I see Miss Latrice Harris. She says, good morning, y'all. Lily is in the building. Candace is laying in the cut. Maury Robinson. Thank you. Miss Naomi. Thank you for JX Hines, man. What a great guy. What a great freaking guy. We got into the latter part of the hour. We got into some real conversation, man. I got my co-host Kiva D, Miss Hershey, the entertainer. What it's like to be a female comic in this day and age, man. Like, why even get involved, ladies, if you know it's gonna be this bumpy of a road? Kiva D.
What you mean, comedy?
Yeah.
Why get involved? Because for one, that's my call. God gave me that gift to be able to tell jokes, tell my story. God gave me that, so why not get involved? And even like I say, coming up as a young girl, when you shapely and stuff, as a woman, period, or a young lady, period, you gonna go through stuff. Or men, especially older men, if you be put in that situation. And unfortunately for me, I was put in a lot of compromising position growing up, as a teenager, mainly because mama had to work a lot or whatever, and so it kind of left me in the open because she had to pull it together. She ain't have no help. So that opened the door for me being wrong. That old people say, hot in the butt. You know what I mean? So I can't sit up here and act like I wasn't that. But at the same time, all of those things what got me to where I am today. So when somebody come at me sideways, especially as me being a female comedian, I could deal with the guys that's trying to, thinking they gonna hit or whatever, or thinking that you supposed to be attracted to them because they in a well, they could put you in position, because I done came across that too. Well,
Absolutely.
seasoned comedian feeling like that you gonna screw your way into the industry or whatever, and that's why you got me messed up at, brother.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like my story gonna get told, and you ain't gonna have nothing to do with it. You probably gonna make the news if nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Messing around with me. If yeah, no, dead serious. I don't play a good victim when it come to that. But my issue in comedy be that I be funnier than a lot of the guys that I work with, and,
Facts.
and I had to realize that it was a business, and not only a business, a cutthroat business, a hating ass business. I had more success being a drug dealer than a comedian, because your
Facts.
competition is different. You competing with these niggas, excuse me, that have beef for you because you funnier than them. You
Fact.
understand?
And they won't book you because of that. It's a lot. They won't book you because you ain't having sex, and they won't book you because you're funnier. That's the fact, sis.
Yeah.
Wow.
Recently, Rodney. What's the guy that started Def Def Jam Comedy?
Bob Sumner.
So he was here last week. Didn't know nothing about it, didn't know who he was and none of that, right? And it was a comedian that I this guy that I had been pushing to the side. He want to work with me, and it wasn't the guys that I considered being my friend that knew Bob was in town looking for new talent and
Right.
all this. They didn't tell me nothing.
Really?
Ain't nobody said nothing, but
They won't.
all they supposed to be all right with me was at that particular show. It was just that one guy that reached out to me and said, "Hey, are you going to the Miami Improv tonight?" I ain't know nothing about it. I got in my feelings about it, but then at the end of the day, I took it as a compliment, because I was like, if they ain't tell me, it's because they feel me. You understand what I'm saying?
For
And
sure.
so, like I say, I start out being all right with people until you show me you ain't all right.
Man,
But
they always love you until you become the competition. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Wow.
And for me, it's always weird because especially with newer comedians and females, I always try to get them the game because it wasn't given to me. You know what I'm saying? Women in this game when I first came out was hateful as hell. And I always thought I wouldn't be like that, but I will say that they believe if you do a certain type of set and you dress provocative, that means you open season. No, this is my job. You know what I'm saying? And Rodney, when I do my show, I'm out there, booze popping. You already know I am. But people misconstrue that like, oh, because you look like this and you dress like this, we do. No, we ain't doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? This is my job. I came to do a job and I'm going to hell home. Um, and sometimes that comes off wrong. But to answer your question, why get into it? Why not get into it? If it's a call and God puts you in it, nobody should be able to deter you and take you off of your path. You know what I'm saying? And with anything that you do, whether it's working at the plant or working at McDonald's, you're gonna have some trials and tribulations. And you just push forward, especially if it's a love,
Right. Wow. Wow. I mean, as a comedian, man, I'm hearing y'all stories that you hear women say, "I feel unprotected," and I feel like I failed y'all. You know what I mean? Even though I'm just hearing the story, have we, as your male counterparts, failed you?
absolutely.
Some, yeah, I will say, I gotta give respect to people that Howie Bell is one of my biggest mentors. Like, one of the greatest guys I know. And almost everybody, every male I work with has tried to get at me. Howie has always kept it straightforward. You are another one, Rodney. It's another guy that I know. All of y'all have been like Mike, Larry have been very instrumental and have, if they saw something happening, they will check it, you know, from the gate. But the majority is not like that. You know what I'm saying? And like we went to break, I was on the road with a comedian, well-known comedian. He's no longer with us. But after like the third show, he was like trying to call my hotel room, like, what's up? I'm like, nothing. Like, he called me like 3 times. It was like, you're not gonna let me hit? And I'm like, nah. He's like, well, if you want to make it to the top, you gotta sleep with a nigga like me. I said, well, I guess I'm gonna always be underground. And then long story short, after that night, he took me off the road and never put me back on the road with him again.
Wow.
True stuff.
That's so crazy to me, man.
Yeah, true stuff. You know, and it helped me a little bit because I was dating women, and I have been dating women a long time. And then I got a boyfriend after like 10 years, and he's a comedian. So apparently it got worse once I got a boyfriend. One of the guys was sitting next to him at a show and was like, damn, Hirsch, since you started taking D again, you get thick as hell. And I'm like, what? Like, I swear this is the truth. This is shit that be happening. And because I started dating him, everybody was like, well, Hirsch back on, what's up? So it made it worse. So I don't know.
Wow, this is crazy. Hey, y'all, my name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. We're talking to Kiva D and Hershey. The woes of being a lady in this game, man, it's so crazy. But through it all, you persevere. Kiva D is knocked down funny. Hershey, ridiculous. Through it all, you smile, Hershey. You
Absolutely.
smile. Like, how are you able to still be funny, man?
That's what makes us funny. I'm gonna be honest with you. Everything that I've been through, I too, Kiva, been through the molestation. I actually got pregnant by somebody in the family. So that's a whole nother story, but that's what makes me hilarious. It's like mic therapy. You know what I'm saying? I literally can lay it all out on the stage. Now, after the stage is back to the regular life, but the stage is like my mic therapy. And it actually, I find out the more trials I go through, the funnier I am. Like, even funnier. So that's my answer.
Yeah.
I mean, hearing y'all stories, like, so my mother, she always told me about my father as if they had this great love story. But toward the end of her life, she was like, no, he took advantage of me. Because she was a young woman. He was a grown-ass man. And I was the yield of that relationship. But when she really stopped and looked at it, she was like, he should have stopped it. He was a grown-up, and he didn't. And so to hear y'all stories is like, yo, it's just, you know.
But they make excuses because by the time I was 12, I was very developed. Okay. So they make excuses for the fact that you're developed. So you ready. Just because physically I'm developed doesn't mean mentally I'm ready. And for a predator, that's their mental. This is how we get over me being a predator. You know what I'm saying? So I could have very well been pregnant at 9. I started my cycle at 9. So from 9 until like 16, things was happening, and they rationalized, well, shit, you in double D, you know what I'm saying, instead of not knowing, like, I'm still a child, you know. So a lot of older men would definitely take advantage of the fact that that's what happened. So, you know, that's how I get it. I understand your mom.
Yeah, and then
wow.
With myself, guys be like, oh, just a few mango seasons. I'm like, what the hell that mean?
What do that mean? I ain't never heard that.
Well, mangoes, I guess, you know, they have their seasons to grow or whatever.
When they ripe.
Yeah, where they ripen. You know what I mean? What the hell? You know, but like I say, I used to have more older men. Guys, my ass was, my butt was always real big. So when I was in high school, I tell this joke too, because I say I get annoyed When I see these girls going to Dr. Miami, getting all this fake booty put on, and my ass wasn't in style when I was in school. You know, the boys my age used to be like, oh, like she got a big booty, you know. So I used to be ashamed of my butt. You know what I mean? Now, when I see people walking around and man, the struggle that come along with having this junk, even with other women, I could deal with the men being fresh. I'm gonna tell you, with the women, what get me, a woman that look at you and automatically don't know you, don't know what you done been through, but see you shapely, see you, you know what I'm saying, and don't know the pain that came behind you being like that. And instead of her smiling or saying you look good or whatever, she'll automatically that's hate. You understand what I'm saying? And so when I run into women that compliment me, I automatically want to hug them because you sometimes you don't know what people be going through. A hug would save me many days from that mental thing that I, you know what I mean? Because I went through it. You know what I mean? Still going through it. Every day is a fight for me. Every day. So when I stage, that be therapeutic for me. I be needing that fight.
And they'll automatically put a label to you. Like if they see you and you shapely about, oh, she's stuck up, she's stank. Like you ain't even had a conversation with me. So as a female comedian, you get it from both sides. You got the women that hate you without even knowing you. And then you got the men that just want to smash you without. So it's from both sides of it. And I think you definitely have to have extremely tough skin in this business. Like I had to grow some skin, honey, that I didn't even know I had, you know, just to endure this long. So I understand.
Victor says, can comedy be used as a coping mechanism for life trials and tribulations? I can answer that. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Comedy has helped me get through, so I know it helps all of us, man. And ladies, I can't thank you enough for sharing. Let's do this, Candy. I think you're back. Let's take a break. When we come back, my next guest, DCJ, is in the building. Let's talk about it. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live.
This December, explore Sierra Leone. Travel through the Sierra Leone River and dive into the significant history of Bonds Island, once a British trade center from where tens of thousands of enslaved Sierra Leoneans were exiled into North America and the West Indies. The ruins on Bonds Island still stand as a testament to the inhumane and gruesome past of the transatlantic slave trade era. Learn about the history firsthand from an historian. We will perform a symbolic gesture as a group and witness a short cultural display followed by a professional photo shoot before transferring back to the city of Freetown. Join us on our city tour to explore Freetown and its historical corners and landmarks like the famous cotton tree and the old Fura Bay College. Stop at the National Museum and Peace Museum and explore Big Market and more. Expect some live entertainment and interesting insights too, and top up the city experience with a view from Leicester Peak. We will round up this unforgettable experience with a short stopover at the I Love Salon installation at Lumley Beach for a group photo session. Experience all this and much more this December at the Afro-Caribbean Festival live in Sierra Leone. See you there.
We are back in full effect. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. My man Jay from Definition Cigars is in the building. Jay, welcome to the show, bro.
Man, I appreciate you having me, Rodney. Good morning.
Hey, man. First of all, thanks for coming on the show, man. Caesar Bell introduced me to you, but I was already familiar with the sticks.
Sure.
Let's talk about the whole thing, bro. First of all, when you start talking about cigars, you're talking about lifestyle. You're talking about high-end living. How did you come up with the branding, the cloth, the woven cigar band?
Yeah, so it originally started, Rodney, one of my partners that's involved in the business. He's a tailor, and in conceptualizing what we were going to do with the cigars, we wanted the cigar to stand out. So he had some old suit fabric from a suit he made, Rodney, and we wrapped it around it, something that caught people's eye to try the cigar. And as I moved on, we found a company in Boston, Massachusetts, to make a more functional woven band that fits around the cigars and had all the colors of the rainbow. But it originally started out with just old suit fabric as the banding on it.
Man, Definition cigar, what does that mean?
Definition cigars, yes. The name is intentional. For whoever has seen us or followed us on social media, one of the main tags that we use as a company, it's what's your definition? And it's simple. The cigar culture has a lot of associations to it to mean that you have to dress a certain way. You got to drink only scotch with your cigar, and you got to do this, and you got to do that. But at Definition Cigars, we say you define your experience as a cigar smoker. Do not get caught up in the tags of what you should be doing. Hey, if you like to drink beer with your cigar,
so be it.
Define your experience.
Okay. Hey, tell me this, man. How many people that look like us in this space? Not a lot, right?
Not a lot. There are a couple. I would say a few cigar companies that are doing well, doing their thing, and growing. During the Black Renaissance, I would call it, Rodney, during the George Floyd time, and there was a lot of companies popping up and trying to do things, but there's a few of us still standing and still doing things, and there are some folks that are just starting that are really doing good as well, but they're just starting. But a lot of this started 3-4 years ago.
Wow, man, really impressive stick, man. I had a chance to smoke one when I was in Baltimore, man. Yeah. Such a great stick, man. And with so much on the landscape, man, it's got to be so hard out there to just get noticed.
Yeah, it is. It's it goes back to being young and growing up and hustling. Rodney, I not glorifying that lifestyle in any way, shape, or form, but it's been a hustle. It's been a hustle. Getting people to try the cigar, people that you respect, people that's going to talk about the cigar and help spread the word around the country. So it's really been a cradle to the grave type of approach, grassroots marketing strategy, Rodney, that has been used for this. Like you said, somebody gave you a cigar, or you found one there and you smoke it, and you tell somebody else about it, and who tells somebody else about it, and it's been a blessing.
Dude, like I said, your work precedes you, man. You put the work in, because before my buddy Caesar ever put one in my hand, I was familiar.
Sure.
And that's proof that the work you put in works. Talk to me about pairing. Like, you spoke to coffee.
Yeah.
How do we pair a Definition cigar?
Yeah, so there's roughly 14 different signature blends. Each blend offers a specific taste profile that pairs well with a lot of things. I'm smoking this morning the Newark, Connecticut, and it pairs well with a cup of coffee. But also, Rodney, I've been told that it'll pair well with an IPA, a craft beer. So the Maduros that's a part of the signature line, they are specific in pairing with something brown, a Scotch or bourbon. I am a rye whiskey guy myself. I love rye whiskey. So
I kind of been getting my rye on lately too.
Yeah. If whenever you choose to smoke one of our cigars,
more specifically, that Basil Hayden rye.
That Basil Hayden rye is one that I like. I like the I like Whistle Pig is a go-to, and Angel's Envy rye is my most favorite rye. It has a buttery finish on it. So when you take a Maduro cigar that has that has flavor, cocoa notes in it, and you pair it with that Angel's Envy rye for example, that buttery finish on it brings out so many different flavors inside of the cigar. So I would say more so the Maduros that's on the definition line. Your bourbons, your scotches pair well with that, and then I have a Cameroon as well, Rodney, that pairs well. I've had vodka drinkers say that anytime that they are going to smoke a cigar, they're picking up that Cameroon to pair with their vodka. It goes back to what's your definition. You define it and be comfortable with it. Rodney, I want the CEO of a Fortune 500 company to feel comfortable smoking a definition cigar, or the guy that just got off the trash truck and come to the lounge to grab a cigar. There is a place for you there, and we want you to define that experience.
We got more and more ladies smoking nowadays.
We sure do.
What are the ladies like?
Man, the ladies like. I'm not a huge fan of infused cigars, that sort of thing, but I'm a businessman. So I also have a line of 7 flavored cigars that we have for the novice smokers, as well as the female ladies that like to smoke cigars as well.
Hey, my co-host today, Kiva D, Hershey the Entertainer. We're talking to DCJ. He owns Definition Cigar. Some nice sticks. Ladies, I don't even know. This is totally off the cuff. But do y'all smoke cigars?
No, but you know what pairs really good with a cigar though? Me. But but no, I don't smoke.
I've never smoked in my life. But you know.
I don't want to start y'all no bad habits.
Yeah, not another vice.
You know what I realized, Jay, about myself? I like cigar people more than I like cigars.
Right on.
Me too.
Me too.
I like the vibe. I like the energy. For my single friends, my single female friends, you want to meet a great guy? Go sit at a cigar bar.
They so cool. They so cool.
Don't worry about your hair getting smoked out.
Yeah.
Sit there, have a great stick, a Definition cigar.
Right.
A dude is gonna come up to you if you sitting there with a scotch and a cigar in hand, and you look like you know what you're doing. You're gonna meet a dope guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Or you can buy your drinks all night. One or two.
This be my issue. I'm going to tell them to put it out when they get to a certain size and they get real small and put something else. You know, hey brother, it's trying to put that out.
That's what they work for. A lot of times, so people break cigars down in thirds. So the last third of the cigar is a result of everything that you've smoked and the cigar has come together. So Kiva D, I will agree with you. Some folks get down to like a roach clip type of approach, and that's way too long. But a lot of folks do like to nub it out, as Rodney probably knows. You get down to that last third, and it gets really good down there.
But that be the best part sometimes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey man, talk to me, Jay, about the business, man. How can we help your business?
Yeah, I mean, just spreading the word is the biggest thing. Honest feedback to myself. I'm always accessible to hear that, but spreading the word about people who smoke cigars, because I don't have the same marketing budget that some of those big cigar brands have to be able to pay money to be in Cigar Aficionado and the magazines and that sort of thing. Right. So just the word of mouth and spreading the word about it's a quality cigar. You're not losing anything because I don't have a fancy band, or I don't have all this marketing and billboards and things like that. You're still going to find great quality in the tobacco and the wrapper leaves and the things that make up the cigar. It's something that a lot of hard work and effort and thought goes into. So that would be the biggest thing, Rodney. Just spreading the word.
Generally speaking, where are your cigars from? You hear a lot of talk about Honduras. You hear a lot of talk about Cuba. But Cuba ain't the spot like it was 50 years ago, right?
Hey, I tell everybody the thing with Cuban cigars, while they are great, it's about availability, right? So it goes back to the JFK administration. He shuts it down, and they were hard to get, and the myth grows. They're still great cigars. Do not get me wrong, but it's all about availability. Availability. If great cigars from another country weren't as available as they are, you may have some of the same narrative, but my cigars are all made in Esteli, Nicaragua. I work with a smaller factory there that is specific to the customer that they deal with. Blessed to have that relationship, and I really get a lot of latitude to just do what I want in terms of the blends and the how we make and compose a cigar. There, have great people there who are great partners and really filling gaps for me there. So it's a great experience, Rodney. But yeah, they're all made in Nicaragua, and I use Honduras leaves. I use Nicaraguan leaves. Use Mexican wrappers, a Cameroon wrapper, as I just said, and wrappers from Ecuador as well. So just having fun with it, trying some things other people aren't.
So Jay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rodney.
No, go ahead.
So Jay, I have a viral marketing diploma, and you don't really have to do a lot of promotion because the people will do it for you. You need to start doing some reels and do a couple of reels with some sexy ass ladies with cigars because that always sells, and they're gonna do it's gonna generate on its own.
Okay, thank you for that. We'll look into that. I just started working with a marketing company local to Dallas. Who is going to help create some content, and reels was one of the things that was discussed in our launch meeting for the project. So I appreciate that. It's confirmation on what they said.
Get a couple of sexy women, you know what I'm saying, have them smoking it, or being at, as you said, being at a cigar bar and they sitting there with a sexy red dress on, and the guy come up to them and they just pan over your cigars, and that's it.
That's it. Yeah, something that simple. Okay.
I like that, Hersh. You're an ideal woman. That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay, man. How do people stay in touch? How do people find you on social?
Yeah. So on Instagram, it's Definition Cigars. All one word is the company Instagram. If you're on Facebook, it's J.O.'s Papan. Kind of funny story behind that. It's a mashup of all the original blends, but it's spelled JEOC PIPAN on Facebook, and on Twitter it's a Definition CIGA1.
Hey, DCJ is in the building. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. The name of the stick is Definition Cigar. You are our first cigar brand.
Wow.
To come on to the show, man.
Wow.
And
thank you.
And you floored me, man. When Caesar gave me the stick, I was like, "Yo, this is a good stick, man." And I smoked it. It was a great outlet. And again, I like cigar people more than I like cigars.
Yeah, me too.
You are a cigar guy, man. Thank you, especially as a black man, for your business. I got LeBaron on here, who is a popcorn guy, and so we're always talking business, man. And how does one get into the cigar business if they want to?
Yeah, great question. I think first and foremost, before you spend all of that money that comes with tobacco leaves and understanding the import-export tax and all that, get your paperwork right within the state that you're working in. Understand that a lot of people want to put the cigars before the business side. You got to get your licenses, got to understand the sales tax and the whole business of the state that you're operating in, and also the states that you want to do business with relative to cigars. And then once you have that squared away, find yourself a great partner to start making cigars with that is going to be a long-term partner. Rodney, there's so many horror stories out there about startup brands that they'll buy their first installment of cigars. They put that money out there, and then on the next batch, the factory that they're working with has used different binders and fillers of the cigars. So now the cigar tastes different to your consumer, And once you lose that consumer trust in knowing what they can expect from your cigar, it's hard to get that back. That's one of the things that Padron owns, and I'm such a great fan of them. You and I had this conversation, Rodney. Not only the cigars are great, but whether you're in Atlanta, whether you're in Dallas, Texas, you pick up that cigar and it is the same everywhere that you go. That quality
matters.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then once a consumer thinks that you're jacking them around and they don't know what to expect from your cigar, you'll lose folks.
Hey, me and my sister Candy, we smoke all the time, and there are more and more Black smokers. I know there's a ton of us here in Atlanta. They're in Dallas, they're in Houston, they're in Chicago, all the densely populated areas, Baltimore, DC.
Charlotte has a nice cigar bar I used to perform at with DC Saunders. It's a really nice cigar bar.
And it's sexy. It's a sexy vibe, man. Like you're definitely, getting in there in all those cities. Is the Black smoker growing? Because it was a business we weren't in just 10 years ago.
No, yeah, Rodney, it's growing, and I'll say the city of Atlanta toes the line appropriately with this. One of the things that we have to guard with our culture specifically, relative to Black folks, is not making the cigar. What up, B? Not making the cigar about the party. A lot of these clubs and these establishments now are allowing cigar smoking on their patios, or they're putting an area for you to smoke cigars in. But I tell anybody who is thinking about doing that, go to Atlanta. Atlanta does it appropriately. You still have the education inside of the humidor with the person that's going to help you find the appropriate cigar for your night. And then they want you to go out and have a good time. From what I've seen in traveling across the country, a lot of our establishments have cigars there to get you to come there so you can smoke. And it's still about that bar and it's still about that party. But we have to guard against making sure that we protect the cigar culture, and make sure that we become educated and know what we're smoking, not coming there to fire up a flavored cigar to say we're smoking a cigar because I'm partying. That's the only thing.
I hear you, man. Hey, if I want to order some Definition cigars, where do I go?
Go to definitionscigars.com. That's simple. Online shop there. If you are in a specific city, you can go to definitionscigars.com. We have a tab on the website that lists the shops that we're in. It has to be updated daily. Hadn't been updated for a few weeks, but if you're in a major city, you probably will be able to go to definitionscigars.com and find a shop somewhere in your local area.
I love it.
Jay, do you have I just followed you on Instagram. Is that directly you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna DM you my number. I just wrote you a whole commercial.
Oh wow.
A whole commercial. I'm gonna send it to you. So I want you to call me.
Oh,
Are you singing in the commercial is the question.
No, I'm not singing.
You're not singing?
I know you sing in the commercial.
And I'll be one of those sexy ladies in the commercial.
Yeah. So I see it. I see the whole visual. So yeah, we definitely need
love
to
it.
start.
Okay.
I love it. And you know what? I'm gonna direct it.
All right, we on the song.
We're gonna make it happen, DCJ. Hey, y'all, my name is Rodney Perry. You tune in to Rodney Perry Live. That man is DCJ. The name of the brand is Definition Cigar. You can go to definitionscigar.com. You can get all the information right there. DC, man, dude, thank you so much, Jay, man. I really appreciate
you for having me.
And we're gonna have you on more. And we're gonna talk about the brand, man, because I'm a fan and a friend. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys for having me this morning.
Shout out to Black businesses.
Shout out to Black business.
Thank you.
Because I'm a businessman.
Jay, what's your IG?
Hey, Candy, get me out of here. Give me a break. And Jay, man, mad love, mad respect, bro.
It's Definition Cigars.
Want your book or music to be published? Skip the confusion and rejections from others. Let bepublished.org publish and promote your work for less. Bepublished.org handles it all, from cover design to worldwide distribution, with high quality and fast turnaround. You even keep rights and royalties.
Everything was perfect. You made my dream come true. My book and CD look so good.
Call 972-880-8316 now. Bepublished.org. 972-880-8316.
I'm an actor in an ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
Lord Jesus, it's illegal to drive. I didn't even know that. Hey, it's your boy Rodney Perry. Tuning to Rodney Perry. We have come full circle. I don't know if y'all remember the very top of the show. I was telling y'all I had the bubble guts from yesterday when I ate some Chinese food late last night. When I tell you it has returned. That's right. I got to go. I got to get up out of here. Before I go, let me say goodbye to my co-host, Ms. Kiva D. Y'all can't got no long ass sign off, but I want you to.
Damn Rodney.
Thank you for being a co-host. You pulled it together this morning. You got snacks pulled together, fresh face, the whole nine. Thank you for coming on the show.
You're welcome, Rodney.
Man,
Kiva, I'm gonna have Candace send you my information.
Please do.
Look.
Rodney, go ahead, man, before it be
Thank you for having me, Rodney. Y'all know how to follow me. Hershey does all everything. I'm out of here.
Well, Hershey does it all on everything. Kiva, what's your social?
What's my social? What's my social? Oh, okay, the stand-up chick. Go ahead, Cole Brown. They'll find me. Go ahead, Rodney.
All right, y'all. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. I got the bubble guts. I want to go further, but I cannot.
Bye, y'all.
Go ahead, brother. Save yourself. Bye.
Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.